If you're watching this video, you've probably seen most videos on YouTube discouraging you from booking cruise line excursions in Puerto Rico as they are not worth the cost. What if I told you that my cruise excursion gave me an all-rounded experience of both old and new San Juan? Watch to the end to enjoy the richness of the food, music and culture of Puerto Rico. Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Faith Dodger and I'm literally the girl next door. I'm on day 5 of my Caribbean cruise from New York and this is day 2. Today we're visiting Puerto Rico and the city of San Juan. So I'm going to do a tour of old San Juan and new San Juan. It's going to be a mix of a walking tour and a driving tour. So if you are interested in seeing what it's like, then come along and watch the video to the end. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Puerto Rico is a Caribbean island and unincorporated US territory with a landscape of mountains, waterfalls and the El Yunque tropical rainforest. In San Juan, the capital and the largest city, the Isla Verde area is known for its hotel strip, beach bars and casinos. Its old San Juan neighborhood features colorful Spanish colonial buildings and El Morro and La Fortaleza, massive, centuries-old fortresses. We're leaving the port to board our coach for Premium's city tour. So we have our guides leading us to our coach. There's quite a lot of us, so it's a whole bus load. I'm sure we're going to fill the coach and probably they're going to use more than one coach. It looks like it's a popular excursion. Oh, apparently it's a van. Yeah, this is what it looks like. And already some people are skipping the line.
I don't know. Let's see. I'm just gonna follow blindly. Okay. I'm right behind you. Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
I think you're moving. Okay. I don't want to strain.
Okay. Good that I have a window seat, so I'll get better coverage during the ride. Come along.
So it's 503 years old.
Not less.
We were threatened with the rain, but look, the sun is out again. Yay! Yeah. Now we're gonna be making. Oh, my name is Astacio.
Astacio. Oh my goodness.
Astacio.
That's pretty.
Very few people have that name. only know 2 people.
What do they call
Plus
you
me.
for short?
Columbus discovered this island on his second trip.
I hope they got the Christmas
Second
tree.
trip.
Second trip, yes. 1493.
And some of these ashes are in the old cathedral, am I right? They got you this stuff.
No.
I'm asking questions.
There's a controversy. There's supposedly there's parts of his body in the Dominican Republic,
Yeah, I heard
and
that.
parts are in Spain.
I was there, they said the same thing.
Yeah,
All over. He traveled, didn't he?
yeah. Even after death. Yeah. So it was his name. A lot of cities have saint names. Okay, so that hill was called San Cristobal. So they built a fort there. Okay, so you'll be able to take some pictures there. Usually at Plaza Colón, they have a lot of artisans all over San Juan. So there should be some there. Military and political activity from its foundation. Okay? In Puerto Rico, they say, we're going to the island because San Juan was where everything was happening, and so whenever you left San Juan, you said, we're going to the island. And even today, people say that, and they don't realize that the island, a lot of these cities that are very close to Old San Juan are also part of the island. Okay, now Puerto Rico is an archipelago that is composed of 4 inhabited islands. Okay, San Juan being one of them. Okay, so we're going to be crossing bridges to get out of San Juan. And we got the main island, which if you read the dimensions on a tourism magazine, it'll say 100 by 35. They're just rounding it off. It's a little bit bigger. And then we have 2 islands on the east side of Puerto Rico. One is called Vieques, and the other one is called Culebra. Those are beautiful islands. Vieques was used by the United States Navy for target practice for many years until they finally left in 2003. Again, and finally they left the island. Okay. So Bahia Urbana, that was a reconstruction they did of this area in 2012, and so it was named Bahia Urbana. Switch these first 2 stops, since we are now more accessible to the Capitol building, so we're going to be making a stop first. Yeah, House of Spain.
Wow.
That's where the after the 1898 period, with the change in sovereignty, a lot of the Spaniards decided to stay in Puerto Rico. So they had their places where they would gather. Like today it's a restaurant.
Oh.
Okay, this is the Capitol building.
Wow.
Okay, now the marble that's outside, which is white marble,
Wow.
came from Georgia.
Really? Wow.
Now, why did it come from Georgia?
State of Georgia.
Yes, Georgia, USA. It came from Georgia because the company that was contracted to build the building.
So we just made our first stop and we are by the Capitol building, signifying the capital of Puerto Rico. It's made of marble and some of the marble comes from the state of Georgia. Puerto Rico is made up of, it's actually an archipelago made up of 4 islands, and San Juan is the capital of Puerto Rico. The walkway of the presidents sits in Constitution Avenue right across the capital of Puerto Rico. The walkway celebrates all the presidents who have visited Puerto Rico since the end of the Spanish-American War in 1898. The 2 statues featured in my video are of Presidents Franklin D. Roosevelt and Harry S. Truman, the 32nd and 33rd Presidents of the United States of America, respectively. President Roosevelt visited Puerto Rico while in office, arriving at Mayagüez on July 4, 1934, where he was welcomed by Governor Blanton Winship, traveling thereafter to San Juan, where he spent the night at the governor's mansion. After giving a brief radio broadcast, he left on July on the U.S. Houston. In 1945, President Truman addressed Congress with a special message concerning the self-determination of people of Puerto Rico regarding their political status. He named Jesus T. Pinero as the first Puerto Rican future governors to be elected by the people of Puerto Rico, as well as the Act 600 that allowed Puerto Ricans to write and approve by referendum their own constitution.
Just like you do in the States, which is what is called a Republican type of government. Okay? Now on the right hand side, remember I told you the original name of Puerto Rico was San Juan Bautista? That's San John the Baptist. Now that finger he has raised is not this finger. It's this finger, and it's for the politicians over there. Watch out for my money! Okay, on the right hand side we have all that area that you're looking at is part of the defense system, which was called the San Cristobal, but the original fort is called El Morro, which is down at the corner as your ship was coming into the bay.
Yes.
That big structure you saw there,
yes,
that is El Morro. That is the first defensive system that defended the island for 3 big attacks that Puerto Rico received. Okay, when Puerto Rico was attacked in early 1500s by England, and we were attacked by Holland also. Okay, during the 30 Years War, that extended all the way down to here to the Caribbean. Okay, so this fort was actually inaugurated during the decade of 1780. Okay, so the only defenses that we did from here was in 1797, which was the biggest attack we received from England and the U.S. The U.S. they invaded Puerto Rico in 1898, and the fort here, San Cristobal and El Morro, they both defended. By the way, When the United States attacked San Juan, a lot of the projectiles did not have explosives because the U.S. did not want to destroy San Juan. So what they did was they went west, south, east, down to a city called Ponce. And actually, there was a good bay there where they were able to disembark. And General Miles, who was in charge of the fleet, pronounced the first speech to the Puerto Rican people in Ponce when the amnesty was signed, right? The conflict had ended. Okay, so actually he is considered our first non-colonial governor. Okay, because before that they were all colonial, right, from Spain.
That's beautiful.
Okay, we're arriving at Plaza Colón. It looks like I was wrong. The artisans went down to the festival at the other end. They're not here today. We're going to spend a little bit of time here.
There we
I'm
go.
going to give you half an hour so you can take pictures of the fort, look around, here up at the plaza, and just be back. Right now, my time is local time.
We are currently at the plaza. It's still in Old San Juan. Now, did you know that pina colada originated in Puerto Rico, and the cocktail bar where it was first sold or made is right here in San Juan? So we're going to take a look at it later on if I get the chance. There's a Haitian gallery over here. So we've got about 30 minutes to go around the plaza and just see bits and bobs. So I'll try and see what I can find.
Now this building originally was the YMCA. This is where we have the first swimming pool and the first basketball courts here in San Juan. And today is Now look on this garage. You see the sign up there that says it's got the price of gasoline, 79 cents.
Yeah.
For regular gas, 95 premium. And Puerto Rico, although we use the English system of measurements, there are two that use the metric system, and that's for the dispensing of gasoline, which is in liters. So you have to multiply that price by 3.8 to get the equivalent in gallons. The roads here in Puerto Rico, most of the roads were built by the Spaniards, and so the distance is in kilometers. Okay, but since we do get funds from the Department of Transportation of the United States for a road, a lot of the signs have to be equivalent to the United States, including the speed limits. They have to be in miles per hour.
They do. That's what it sounds like. United States. Gas stations, liters. That's cool. So true.
Okay, this bridge will take us from the island of San Juan to the main island. Okay, this whole area is called the Convention District. Here we have the Convention Center. We have the T-Mobile District.
We keep going round and round.
Only two boats in the world. We were one of them. The other one right across the dock.
Casino.
Okay, so across the left side is Sheraton, and then that's the Distrito T-Mobile, and the convention center is right across ahead.
Damas y caballeros, Team Puerto Rico. And leading off for Team Jamaica at number 23, Crystal Prim. Wearing number 11, Tiffany Reynolds. Starting off at number 8, Sasha Dixon. Reporting number 28, Deshauna Higgins. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, Team Jamaica.
The Puerto Rico Convention Center is the largest convention center in the Caribbean and one of the most technological advanced in the Americas.
The island, and remember I told you that we cannot vote for the president, but once we go to the States and we obtain residency at one of the states, then we can vote for the president.
That's something. Sure they can't vote. United States, so they can't vote. Oh well.
Okay, we're headed now to the Condado area, which is part of the new city. It is not the business district of Puerto Rico because the business district is further down. It's called Atoll Rey, where they have the Plaza Las Americas, which is the biggest mall in Puerto Rico. And then you have all the big banks, central offices. Although our government system is in Old San Juan because that's where we have the Capitol building, and we have La Fortaleza, which is where our governor lived for 4 years, and it's his office also. By the way, we have elections every 4 years on the same day that you have elections in the United States.
Oh.
Yeah, that's November 5th.
That's
recently.
something every 4 years.
Yeah, so we elect our governor, and wherever he lives, he has to move to La Fortaleza, which is in Old San Juan, with his family, and that becomes his office and his home for 4 years.
For 4 years,
like
okay, like the president.
Yes. Okay, so on the other side is where we're going to be going, which is called El Condado, and the body of water that you see here is called the Condado Lagoon. That lagoon has the proper dimensions for the giving of the competition that is known as Ironman.
Oh.
They've had it for 4 years consecutively, except that first year, 2019 of the pandemic, or 2020 really. So that's where they do the swimming part, and then they get on their bikes, then they run, yeah. So this area here mostly developed during the early 20th century. We're talking about 1900s, and it was initiated by two brothers who had inherited land in this area, And so they started selling those lands mainly to rich people. So, you know, it has maintained that status. And they were called the Ben brothers. Now the Ben brothers, they inaugurated the second radio station in the United States. And they built a bridge that after we go through the condado, we're going to be leaving through that bridge. That bridge, he sold it to the government, and he bought the Puerto Rico telephone company from the government. And then he went to the United States and he incorporated another communications company that was called ITT, International Telephone and Telegraph, because the telegraph was been used, still in use during that period.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of American stuff here now. Like I said, in the 70s, people started coming.
La Concha, Madison's Resort, beautiful hotel. It's got the beach right there on your footsteps, right there. Nice place. Okay, now we're gonna be making a stop here. This is called Window to the Sea.
We are going to have a look at the beachfront in Puerto Rico. It's just right in the hotel or resort district. I'd say hotel district in Puerto Rico.
Hi.
It's lovely. Oh, will you look at that? This looks amazing. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. I am so glad I booked this excursion with the cruise line, because I wasn't going to see this much. Because if you tour on your own, you only get to see Old San Juan, and you don't have a tour guide with you, so half the time you don't know what you're looking at. But this is so worth it. This must be another hotel.
Deco. This building here illustrates that Art Deco. It's called Miami. He's got those horizontal constructions there. Carnival, and he lost his life right there in the street, crossing from one tower to the other. And on the other side of the bay, on the right hand side, is the Caribeo. And this bridge is the Ben Brothers bridge that was sold to the government.
have one.
Oh, sorry.
Now, as time goes by, the traffic in Old San Juan keeps getting worse because we
Female
did
is
have the
very
intention
popular.
of going back into the shopping area, but we're not even going to try it. Okay? Because
I'm not gonna try it.
that'll take quite a bit of time to get back to the ship.
Who cares? They'll wait for us.
3:15.
I'm trying to remember her name. You go any of the last thing.
A lot of the coffee trees, they plant them in these hills so that it gets part sun, part shade. Okay. So the coffee of Puerto Rico back in the 90s was the coffee that was used at the Vatican.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
if you want to try some real good coffee, you can buy it.
My dear.
Probably there is a CVS. They should have coffee there.
CBS,
Okay.
so far.
You might be able to find some of the artisans.
I'm not
If you
a
walk down to the fair. You might our IRS building, and we pay local taxes
Oh my God.
plus federal taxes.
Wow.
That's taxing without representation.
When did you start paying federal taxes?
When
Yeah.
we pay federal tax, anyone who's on service, I mean, not every body pays taxes, but I pay taxes.
Do you do income tax the end of the year?
Yes,
You do that too.
yeah.
But they get so
But this used to be a tax
Yeah.
haven, right? This used to be a tax haven. People came here to open Operation Bootstrap, to save taxes.
So we are just going to take a look at the Artisan Festival. We were told that they're genuine arts and crafts, good for souvenirs. So we have to walk straight down this road. So this is the Artisan Festival.
Go on the side.
Are we right in the middle of the road? Yeah. I think we should go to the side.
Dime, ¿cuánto votas?
So this is a stuffed mashed potato ball with ground beef. Okay, wish me luck on street food. I hope I don't get a tummy ache, but I think it should be alright. Yummy.
Stop right over there. See where that young boy.
Oh, okay. Puerto Rico hosts numerous festivals that showcase artisan crafts alongside music, food, and cultural celebrations. Some notable festivals include the San Sebastian Street Festival in Old San Juan, the National Hammock Festival in San Sebastian, and the Festival Nacional Indigena in Jayuga. These events offer opportunities to explore local crafts, experience Puerto Rican culture, and enjoy the vibrant atmosphere. On the day we docked, we were lucky to stumble upon an artisan festival, which was held in December. Had we not taken the tour excursion, we wouldn't have known about this festival, because it was the tour guide who alerted us of this festival, and the location was far out at the outskirts of the city.
Puerto Rico. Esta bomba yo la dedico a toda mi gente de Puerto Rico, a la familia Fontanet allá en Cupe Alto y Lo Mejía en Vega Baja. ¡Que gocen! ¡Sí! Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Bomba, bomba está presente, aquí lo canta mi gente. Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Baila
My travels have exposed me to various genres of music around the world.
De Puerto Rico, esta bomba yo la dedico a toda mi gente de Puerto Rico, a la familia Fontanet, allá en Cupe Alto y Lo Mejía en Vega Baja. ¡Que gocen! ¡Sí! Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Bomba, bomba está presente, aquí lo canta mi gente. Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Baila, baila y goza, mi bomba puertorriqueña. Bomba, 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 para siempre. Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Bomba, bomba está presente, aquí lo canta mi gente. Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Baila, baila y goza, mi bomba puertorriqueña. Bomba, 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 bomba. Bomba, bomba, para siempre.
Los que quieren pariciar, ¿dónde están? ¿Dónde están? Los que quieren pariciar, ¿y dónde están? ¿Dónde están? Los que quieren pariciar, boricua, vamos allá. Los que quieren pariciar, vamos a tocar mi gente. De la ciudad queremos, comenzamos a tocar mi gente. De la ciudad queremos, por eso queremos, que tenga alegría, por eso queremos ahora que tenga alegría. Alegría para pueblo, alegría para pueblo, alegría para pueblo, alegría para pueblo. A pasarla bien.
I'm on the quest to search for Baracina, which is a cocktail bar that served the first pina colada, or this is where the pina colada originates from in Puerto Rico. So come along, wish me luck. I hope I find it, but Google Maps seems to say I'm in the right direction, so it should take me 10 minutes, hopefully. So we're back in Old San Juan. There are lots of restaurants and stores and bars, and there's a lot of traffic in San Juan. Let's look at that. Can you believe it's a Sunday, but it's this busy? Okay, I've got 7 minutes till I reach Baracina. Thank you. It's overwhelmingly busy. There are currently 4 ships docked, but I only saw 2, actually 3. Oh, actually, yeah. There were 2 NCL ships, our ship, the Prima, and then the NCL Breakaway, then Royal Caribbean Rhapsody of the Seas, and Silver Ray. Yes, so there were 4 ships. That's why it's so hectic and busy today. But then again, the cruise ships have no influence on the traffic. With the traffic, it's down to the locals, so it's still very busy. Anyways, let me concentrate on using Google Maps, and I'll see you at Baracina.
Yo me quiero un al
You can tell that the architecture has Spanish influence. I feel like I'm back in Spain again. Okay, I'm just a minute away from Barachina. Oh, you look at that. We're ready for Christmas. Oh, there's Barachina. The pina colada, Puerto Rico's national drink, is widely credited to Ramon Monchito Marrero, a bartender at the Caribe Hilton Hotel in San Juan, who created it in 1954. Marrero was tasked with developing a signature drink to capture the island's tropical essence, while other bartenders like Ricardo Garcia and Ramon Portes Mingo have also claimed authorship. Marrero's version is the most recognized. Another version credits Ramon Portes Mingo, a bartender at the Barachina restaurant in Old San Juan, as the inventor of the pina colada. The restaurant claims to be the birthplace of the cocktail and has the original recipe on display. Initially, pina colada was a mocktail containing half and half pineapple juice and a cream of coconut. Rum was later added, transforming the drink into the popular cocktail it is now. Mission accomplished. I am happy to say I have accomplished one of my top things to do in San Juan, tasting pina colada where it originated from. It's really good, and it's the best pina colada I've had to date. If you've watched the video right to this stage, thank you so much for watching, because I know it's a long video. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you did, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Baila, baila y goza, mi bomba puertorriqueña.
One takeaway from this, ladies and gentlemen, is that you cannot visit Puerto Rico and not try pina colada.
Bomba, bomba.